What's up, YouTube? Sorry, we haven't created videos lately. Um, it's mostly Rebecca's fault. I'm just kidding. So today, I'm gonna talk about Native American stereotypes. So I was at the store and this lady comes up to me and she's like, "Oh, I love your long hair," and you know me being, "Oh, thank you." She proceeded to be like, "Does it mean? What does it mean? It has to have some kind of huge significance." And she started going on about like stories of like ghosts live in my hair. I never heard any stories like that. If you know what that story is, do you wanna send me what it means? And so I just want to talk today about Native American stereotypes because if you see a guy walking around with long hair and this color of skin, you probably would assume he's a Native American or just a weirdo. But yeah, let's get started. Okay, number one, Native Americans are a vanished race. Native Americans were warlike and treacherous. Okay, so when you think of a Native American, you usually think like a bow and arrow, or like with a spear, or like one of those like poison darts. They don't really take into effect of what it really means. I mean, we didn't back then. We didn't just run around with spears, killing everybody. I mean, we mostly hunted for food, and we only defend we only got into wars to defend our land. Let's just say you have an apartment, and suddenly this these people start coming in and taking all your stuff. It's like an unexpected roommate. You just don't want them there, and you try your best to be friends with them and just but soon they start taking all the snacks in the refrigerator, and they start drinking all the Kool-Aid, and you're just fed up with it, and you have no choice but to go forward with them, and they relocate you into the bathroom. Next one. Native Americans have no sense of humor. Why can't you take a Pokemon into the bathroom with you? Because it might peek at you. Oh, what now? Native Americans are easily identifiable. Okay, this is true on some parts, but it's not entirely true. Native Americans nowadays have a whole bunch of some of them have a whole bunch of mixed blood in them. Like, there will only be like some Indians who are half Indian, or some people who are mixed blood. They're not easily identifiable because they look so much like the other half of what they're supposed to be. And some people are not easily identifiable, so it depends completely on the person. I mean, just because someone doesn't look like a Native American doesn't mean they are one. Wait, just because someone doesn't look like a Native American doesn't mean they aren't one. All Native Americans live on the reservation. Okay, the majority live on the reservation, but there are plenty of other Native Americans elsewhere. For example, I live in Salt Lake City, Utah, and I know about 30 other Native Americans that live here. Or actually more, but it's almost like 50. Well, it's a lot, but this whole continent used to be Native Americans, and now everybody's just scattered all over, and it's hard to really tell where our specific location is, other than a reservation. But not everybody lives on the reservation. I mean, there's people who are per se leaving the reservations to pursue a career and goals that usually Native Americans aren't seen to be taking. Yeah, people. It depends on the person. It depends, because some people see it as kind of like a bad thing to leave the reservation, especially older people, like elders. But for some people, especially the younger generations, they see it as a good opportunity to explore what you want to be, or like career choices. It opens up your options to more jobs and getting that financial aid that you need. Okay, next one is Native Americans feel honored by Indian mascots. I guess people find it offensive for Europeans or Americans to use Native American images as you know, to sponsor their team. This is kind of a hard one because you almost have to understand every single point of the argument. Native Americans see it as offensive, exploiting, you know, images of our culture, and white people see it as a symbol, meaning their team is stronger than the other team. The Native American teepees are stronger than the Alaskan waffles. So I guess this one kind of narrows down to what kind of argument is being presented, and going back to stereotype, it depends on the Native Americans, because some people see it as, you know, their favorite team. Some people go, woo, the Redskins, or some people go like, rah, they're using my face. Native Americans don't celebrate Thanksgiving. This past November, I did celebrate Thanksgiving. I mean, come on, who would pass up free food? And I know the Indian Walk-In Center around Salt Lake City does a big whole thing around Thanksgiving, where we get together and we be thankful for what we have. And I think that's the whole meaning of Thanksgiving. I mean, we don't look at the part where, you know, we got slaughtered and got hung, and, well, did we get hung? But, you know, the part where we got, like, massacred, we don't look at that stuff. We look at that specific day. I mean, Thanksgiving is only one day of the year where we can be thankful, and the one day where Native Americans and whites settled their differences and sat down at a table and ate delicious turkey and corn. But I mean, some people don't celebrate Thanksgiving because they always look at the bad side. I don't blame them. Last one but not least is the stereotypical of all. Native Americans have a problem with alcohol. So I really don't want to talk about this one because it's so stereotypical, but there are plenty of other drunks. Have you seen the Irish? But not all Native Americans are alcoholics. I mean, I'm not. Just blame the white man. They brought the alcohol. So hopefully I was able to shine a light on your perspective of our culture, and hopefully I was able to educate you guys. But if you aren't still persuaded, thank you for watching our videos. Please like our videos. Please give it a thumbs up. And please comment below on any other stereotypes I missed. And we will catch you next time. Hopefully Rebecca will be able to be here. Yeah. See you next time. Bye! What are you doing? All Native Americans live on the reservation, okay? What are you doing? Look what she's doing. Gee.